Brightness Hello, hi. Good morning, good evening, good night. Hello, hi. Good morning, good evening, good night. Hi, bye. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Bagunnara, everyone manchi at home. Good evening, yeah. Everyone manchi at home. Acha, Yogi Vardhan is saying good evening, sir. Meghna, good evening. Shudeshna, good evening. Hiramai, good evening. Suhashin, good evening. Praneet, good evening. Tanuj Kumar, good evening. Yeah, good evening, good evening, good evening. Bagunnara, everyone manchi at home. Yeah, very good, very good. So what's going on at home? क्या हो रहा है घर पे? What's going on? Chilling or studying? What's going on at home? Ravi, you can stop that. Yeah. Okay, CWS. No problem. No problem. Yeah. We are not normal people, sir. We are UPL people. So till NEET exam, till NEET 2027, we will chill by only one method. That is chilling with studying. After that, we will see other methods to chill. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So shall we start with our class? Shuru kar de bhai. Shall we start with the class? We are ultra pro legends, so that's why we are also chilling, but we are not chilling like normal people. Till NEET 2027, we'll chill by only one method, that is chilling with studying. No problem, yeah. And I think in last class we were talking about vertically upward projection from height. We're talking about mug, and in motion under gravity, we were talking about vertically upward projection from height. Is it okay? This is what we studied? Where one tower was there, from tower we were projecting the ball vertically up. Then we studied time of flight will come u by g plus under root of 2 h max by g. Third case of mug we were talking about, yeah. H max will come h plus u square by 2g. Time of flight will come u by g plus under root of 2 h max by g. Final velocity on reaching ground will come under root of 2g h max. So all these things we did in last class, no problem, yeah. Achha, from here one more type of model is there based on same concept. One more model is very famous here. If you say we can discuss such model or we can leave it, your choice. Two questions done. Now I remember what two questions done. One more type of famous model is there. If you say we will discuss that model, otherwise we can leave it. Your choice. Yogi Vardhan is saying discuss, sir. Okay, so one more type of question. Actually, we completed time of flight u by g plus under root of 2h max by g, h max h plus u square by 2g, final velocity on reaching ground under root of 2g h max. These are the concept, these are the things which are asked from here. But one more type of model is framed from here. We will talk about that model. Famous model question can be asked from there. So you can try by yourself, no problem. You can write based on same concept, but language will change, slight new type of things will come, so you can try by yourself. You write a hot air balloon. If you have studied last year, you have seen this type of question. A hot air balloon started rising upward from rest. A hot air balloon started rising upward from rest with uniform acceleration of. A hot air balloon started rising upward from rest from ground. A hot air balloon started rising upward from rest from ground with uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. With uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square with uniform acceleration of 2 meter per second square. After 10 seconds, after 10 seconds, a stone is dropped from the balloon. After 10 seconds, a stone is dropped from the balloon. After 10 seconds, a stone is dropped from the balloon. Find the time in which stone will hit the ground. Find the time in which stone will hit the ground. Find the time in which stone will hit the ground. Find the time in which stone will hit the ground. So you can try. One hot air balloon is rising up. After 10 seconds, where is hot air balloon? What is its velocity? All these things you have to calculate. It's not a straightforward question. In the last class, 2 questions we did, they were straightforward. Based on same concept, but we have slightly different model. I will wait for answer. I will also calculate in between. I calculated the time. For me, calculation is very easy. Chalo bhai. Who is this Naga Babu? You will be removed. चलो चलो फटाफट. What happened? In NEET, you get only 1 minute for every question. Till now, 2-3 minutes passed, no answer came. I think Yogi Vardhan, you are getting correct. That's fine. That is the correct answer. No problem. Yeah. Navya is saying 20. How time will come 20 seconds? You have to understand the question. Answer will not come directly. Tanuj Kumar is also saying correct answer. बहुत बढ़िया Tanuj Kumar. Yogi Vardhan also very good. Slightly tough. Tough because language people don't understand. What is happening in the question people don't understand. Those who understand those things, they will get the answer. Meghna correct. Pranita correct. And famous type of model. In JEE means they have asked this type of model. In NEET till now not came. Aishwarya also saying correct answer. Navya is also now saying correct answer. I think no copy paste is going on now. It's not like now one person got the answer, now remaining people copy paste going on. Hiramai also, you have to maintain honesty with yourself. You can always show that you are good to others, but honesty to yourself is most important. I know our students are honest, no problem. Just one thought came, no problem. Yeah. Tanuj Kumar, I know you will get, no problem. Yeah. Because you only said answer second one, so answer will be correct, no problem. Yeah. तो एक बार देख लो भाई, एक बार देख लो, एक बार देख लो, एक बार देख लो, एक बार देख लो. And this type of question is the toughest question in MAGA. Otherwise, other questions are very simple. And here answer will not come directly. You have to read question, understand question, then you have to apply your formula, then answer will come. And those who have done this type of model previously, they will be only able to do. Those who are giving answer, that means they have done previously. Last year they have studied this type of model. Somehow they studied, say they remembered, then only they are able to do. So that's why everyone has to understand the pattern of this question, how to tackle with this type of question. तो एक बार देख लो भाई, एक बार देख लो यार. And after discussing in this class, you have to make sure if such question will come anywhere in any exam, I will be able to do without any mistake. तो एक बार देख ले, no problem, yeah. Okay, yeah. So first thing you have to understand the question, and for understanding, best way to understand the question is to draw one small diagram. No problem, yeah. Sir, I'm not getting idea where is hot air balloon, what is happening to the hot air balloon, how stone is dropped, कैसे निकालूं सर, क्या करूं, कुछ नहीं समझ में आया तो डायग्राम बना, कुछ नहीं समझ में आया तो पहले डायग्राम बना ले, प्यार से डायग्राम में कुछ नहीं समझ में आ रहा सर क्या करूं तो एक हॉट एयर बैलून बना ले. I will simply say what is said. A hot air balloon, this is the best diagram of balloon which I can draw. Like mushroom, yeah, okay, this is the best diagram which I can draw, yeah. So they are saying you a hot air balloon started rising upward with constant acceleration of 2 meters per second square from rest. This is the data given. A hot air balloon started rising upward with uniform acceleration of 2 meters per second square from ground, from rest. Now due to this acceleration, your hot air balloon will keep on going upward, and after this is your t equal to 0, when motion of the hot air balloon started. Now what is happening? Now they are saying after 10 seconds, means after 10 seconds when you are dropping the stone from the balloon, now balloon is not on the ground. You are dropping the instant you are dropping the stone from the hot air balloon, at that instant balloon is not on the ground. Balloon was going continuously upward. So first thing you can find how much distance balloon has traveled, sir. Because to find time taken by the stone to reach the ground, you must know from where stone is dropped or from where stone is thrown. So for that, first I will calculate up to how much distance hot air balloon has risen up. That distance we can find, sir. U is 0, half A is 2, time is 10. So 10 square. So this will come, sir, 100 meter. Means the instant you are dropping the stone from the balloon, at that instant balloon is where? Balloon is at height of 100 meter. Balloon is at height of 100 meter. And balloon also has velocity because balloon was accelerated. So due to this acceleration, balloon is gaining velocity. So after 10 seconds, balloon also has velocity. V equal to U plus AT. A is 2, time is 10. So when you are dropping the stone, at that time balloon is going upward with 20 meter per second and balloon is at a height of 100 meter. This is the instant they are asking you at t equal to 10 seconds. This is the instant they are asking you at t equal to 10 seconds. No problem. Means the instant t equal to 10 seconds, when you are dropping the stone from the balloon, at that time balloon is at height of 100 meter and balloon has velocity of 20 meter per second. Now you are dropping the stone from the balloon. You are feeling that I am dropping, but actually you're not dropping. Since your stone is coming from the balloon, since balloon is going upward with 20 meter per second, when you drop the stone will also have velocity upward 20 meter per second. Hello. If I am in a train, I feel I may be sleeping in the train, but actually I am also having velocity of train. We book in reservation, we book AC first class, second class, third class, so that I will sleep. So maybe according to me I am sleeping, but actually I am also having the velocity of train. So in the similar manner, you may be feeling that you are dropping the stone, but since the stone is in the balloon, since balloon is going upward with 20 meter per second, that means when you take out stone out of the balloon to drop it, stone is in your hand is in your body is in balloon is going up with 20. So stone will also get same velocity 20 meter per second vertically upward. Now this is the question of mug which you have studied, vertically upward projection from height. And for this, once you understood this, once you convert like this, now you can find time of flight very easily. U by G plus under root of 2 H max by G. So first we will calculate H max. H max for the stone will become, sir, H plus U square. Already we have done H plus U square by 2G. So from here if you calculate, this is 100 and this will come 20 square by 2G means 20, means it will give you 20. So this will come 120 H max. Now we'll put it here, we'll get time of flight, U by G, U 20 by G 10 plus under root of 2 into H max 120 by G 10. So all of you have said correct answer only. So this will become 2, this will become root 24. Root 24 better we can write as 24, we can write as 4 into 6. Out of that 4 we can take it out. So this will become 2 plus 2 root 6 seconds. Is it okay, bhai? Is it okay? बहुत बढ़िया. This was not an easy question. If tomorrow such question will come in the NEET, it will not consider to be easy model. It will be considered, it will be kept in the tough part only. But if you go with understanding, you can do very easily. Is it okay, bhai? Ajay, if anyone asks you what is the displacement of the stone, when the stone falls on the ground, what is the displacement of the stone and what is distance covered by stone? What is displacement of a stone? Because this is also asked. Multiple answers they can give you. Yeah. What is the distance? What is the displacement of the stone? When the stone falls on the ground, what is the displacement of the stone? 100 meter. Displace. Abhe zero kaun bol raha hai? Pagal. Ball will finally come to the ground. So displacement of the ball will be 100 meter. 100 meter. What is the distance covered by the stone? Yogi Vardhan is saying correct. Distance covered will come 140 meter. Because from here to 20 and from distance means actual length of part. So from here to top 20 and from top 120. So distance cover will come 140 meter. Hello. These things are also asked. Find the distance covered by the stone. Find the distance. Wo nahi hai pagal. Acha, you are saying you will write like that. No problem. Yeah, that is okay. But no need to do like that. Akada to Akada 20, 20 to ground 120. So 120 plus 20, length of the path will come 140. So that is the distance. Is it okay, bhai? One more question is asked. They will also ask you, find the height of balloon when stone hit the ground. This is also one model which can be framed. Find the height of balloon when stone is hitting the ground. That also you can find. For that you will calculate further distance covered by the balloon, because you know its acceleration, you know time, you know its u20. Using second equation you can find that distance also. They can also ask you, find the distance between balloon and stone when stone hit the ground. Everything you can calculate. Hello, bhai. I can also find how much height, where is balloon when stone is hitting the ground. This distance I can calculate. S will be equal to, now from here to here, U will become 20. So 20 into that time which I have calculated plus half AT square, acceleration is 2 into T square. So I'll get the height of balloon, means height of balloon will become this 100 plus this S. We can calculate, no problem. Yeah, we can calculate. Yeah, we can also find what is the separation between stone and balloon when stone lands on the ground. So stone is on the ground, balloon is here. That is 100 plus this distance. Everything I have told. Is it okay, bhai? Is it okay? Not an easy question. It was a tough question. Multiple things can be asked. I am giving you time of 1 second. Once you can check, then we will move further. Then we'll talk about last case of mug. Last case of mug we will talk. Last case of motion under gravity we will talk. If everything is okay, you can say done, sir. And once I will say done, sir, everyone will say done, sir. Chalo, no problem. So you can write case 4. Case 4. You can write case 4. Last case of mug. We'll pack up with mug after that. Then we will start with our graphs. So you can write case 4. Any guess what will be case 4? Because we have already done vertically upward projection from ground, dropping from height, upward projection from height. Then what case left? What possible case of mug left? What is left now? A vertically downward projection from height. You can write vertically downward projection. Okay. You can remind me at the end, Durga Devi, no problem. You can write vertically downward projection. Vertically, not with angle. Angle means it will become projectile motion. You can write vertically downward projection from height. Vertically downward projection from height. Vertically downward projection from height. तो एक बार देख लो easy part, important part. In NCERT one solved example is also from here. Previously in 2024 one easy question also came from here. We will do that question also. एक बार देख लो, एक बार understanding बना लो. No problem. Yeah. Easy situation, simple situation. Yeah. So vertically downward projection from height means, let's assume you are sitting on the top of a tower. Let's assume we are having one tower. Height of the tower is h. You are sitting at the top of tower. You have a ball in your hand. In last class, you have dropped the ball. That was free fall. You have projected the ball upward with speed u. Case 3 of mug. Now we are going to talk about last case of mug. Someone said, sir, I am sitting on the top of the tower. I have a ball in my hand. I want to kill someone on the road. Then I will not drop the ball. I will throw the ball. ऐसा पकड़ के उसके बट्टा तला पे निशाना लगा के over his बट्टा तला taking angry. I will throw the ball. Now you will not be zero. Hello, Sudeshna. No, Sudeshna is saying you not zero. Yeah. So this is what will happen. Okay. Don't do like that. Just to explain you, I told don't do like that. Yeah. Okay. So I have a ball in my hand. I am going to throw the ball vertically down. I am going to throw the ball vertically down means I will throw with some initial speed u. I will throw with some initial speed u. In dropping this u was 0, but now we will throw with some speed u. There's some speed u. Once you throw the ball with some speed u, ball will start coming down. Ball will start coming down. It will hit the ground with some final velocity v. It will hit the ground with some final velocity v. Achha, can you tell me here I should take acceleration due to gravity plus g or minus g? Acceleration due to gravity, shall I take plus g or minus g? जल्दी से बता दो. Acceleration due to gravity, shall I take plus g or minus g? Plus g, because gravity down, ball going down. So of course acceleration due to gravity will be plus g, no problem. Now someone asked me, okay sir, we understood, we got the idea, acceleration due to gravity we will take plus g. Now someone asked me, find the time taken by the stone to reach the ground. So I can calculate time very easily using equation of, here formula will not come. Actually here no formula will come. Only equation of motion you have to keep in your mind. Someone asked me, saying how much time ball will hit the ground? I will simply say, when ball will hit the ground, ball will have displacement h. U they will give, acceleration we know plus g. So time I can calculate using second equation of motion. S equal to ut plus half at square. Half at square, ut plus half at square. Now from here I will put the value. Sir, when ball will hit the ground, S will be equal to h. So this will be equal to ut plus half a. A will be plus g, that is g into t square. Using this quadratic equation, we will get the value of time. This will be a quadratic. Here quadratic equation comes. That's why we don't have any formula. Yeah. So using this equation, we can solve. We'll get the value. Quadratic equation will come. We will solve it. We will get the time. Second question, they ask, find the final velocity when ball will hit the ground. Find the final velocity. You can find final velocity using third equation. That is v square minus u square equal to 2as. Now from here we can calculate, sir, v square minus u square will be equal to 2a. When ball will land on the ground, a will be g, s will be equal to h. So from here we can find final velocity on reaching ground. So actually formulas are not there. You had a formula for free fall, which came from here only. If you make u 0, you'll get all the formula of free fall. So actually free fall is a special case of vertically downward projection when u will be 0. But okay, no problem. So you can write, we will do one question. And if you feel problem in quadratic, one thing I will help you. Yeah, because most of you feel problem in quadratic equation. Actually, what happened? Most of you feel problem in quadratic equation. So other way is also there. If you are feeling problem in quadratic equation, other way is also there. Using this equation, find v. U given, h given, one way to calculate time, sir. I will use this equation, quadratic equation. I will solve, I will get the answer. But I know all of you do little mistake in solving quadratic equation. So there is another way also. Actually, once from this equation you will get v. Then time you can directly calculate using first equation. V equal to u plus at. A will be g into t. This is not any quadratic by. This will give you answer in one line. Once you have v, then write v equal to u plus at. You'll get the time. So time is more easily calculated by combining third equation and first equation in place of using second equation directly. This will help you. Because we know where you struggle now. You are our student, we know. Where is the struggle? Struggle is not concept, sir. Struggle is maths which is used. Is it okay, bhai? तो चलो एक क्वेश्चन फटाफट बना लो, नो प्रॉब्लम. सो अवॉइड सेकेंड इक्वेशन, गो विदाउट सेकेंड इक्वेशन, यूज थर्ड इक्वेशन टू कैलकुलेट v, देन यूज v इक्वल टू u प्लस at, you'll get the time more easily. चलो एक क्वेश्चन फटाफट बनाओ भाई. You can write. You write. You can write. When a ball is projected vertically downward. When a ball is projected vertically downward. When a ball is projected vertically downward. When a ball is projected vertically downward with a speed of 20 meters per second. When a ball is projected vertically downward with a speed of 20 meters per second from a tower. When a ball is projected vertically downward with a speed of 20 meters per second from a tower, it is found to strike ground. It is found to strike ground. NEET 2024 question I am giving you. It is found to strike ground with a speed of. It is found to strike ground with a speed of. With a speed of 40 meters per second. With a speed of 40 meters per second. With a speed of 40 meters per second. Find the height of the tower. Find the height of the tower. One line question. Find the height of the tower. At 60 meters. Pranita, very good. Directly we can use second equation, third equation. So I think everyone will get, yeah, okay, there is no problem in that. Sir, we already know we can, u given, v given, h they are asking, they will be related only by third equation. So no doubt, no second thought. So we'll simply use, sir, v square minus u square will be equal to 2a, a will be g, S will be the height. Now from here we will get the answer. 1600 minus 400, that is 1200. That will be 20 into h. So h will come 60 meter. No problem. If anyone asks me time, how much time ball has taken to hit the ground, then if you use second equation, then also time can come, because now you know h. So 60 will be equal to ut plus half g into t square. But this will be a quadratic equation. Avoid it. Time you can find directly using first equation. V equal to u plus at. So V we have, sir. How much V we have? V is 40, U is 20, A is 10 into time. Time will come 2 seconds. This is more faster. Time is always better to calculate combining those two equations. Third equation and first equation. Is it okay, bhai? Achha, one information I will give you, because somewhere questions we have seen. Now no question required. We have completed it. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Here that balloon question can also come. Now they will say balloon is coming down. Sometimes questions are asked from hot air balloon here also. But here now they will say balloon is coming down. When height of the balloon is this, a stone is dropped. So same concept will work here. No problem. Yeah. Achha, one information I will give you. If you wish, you can derive by yourself. You can spend some time for derivation. For me, deriving in class will be very lengthy. So one information I will give. I think most of you know this relation. For example, थोड़ा ध्यान देना भाई, थोड़ा ध्यान देना. I am talking about 3 balls. One ball thrown vertically up with speed u. Let's assume it takes time t1. Another ball thrown vertically down with speed u. It takes time t2. Third ball I am dropping. Third ball is dropped. Of course, it will also take some time. Let's assume third ball takes time t3. Do you know relation between this t1, t2, t3? I think most of you know this relation. It's a famous relation. You can derive after the class. By time, I have told you in every case how to find time. You can use it. Directly questions are asked. Derivation is very lengthy. Cheppumma. No, sir. Stone projected vertically upward takes time t1. Stone thrown vertically down with same speed takes time t2. Then time taken by stone which is dropped will be. So if you don't know, then time taken by the stone which is dropped will be under root of t1 into t2. This is the relation that will come. This relation is going to come. Meghna knows that, yeah. Stone projected vertically upward takes time t1. Stone thrown down with same speed takes time t2. Then time taken by the stone which is simply dropped will be under root of t1 into t2. ये information को दिमाग में रखना. Actually, you can try the derivation because every case I have told you time. So you can use it and you can find. So this is the final answer. It will come. But don't be dependent on derivation here in the exam, because derivation will take 2 pages. That's why I'm also not deriving. Is it okay, bhai? And that's how slowly we have completed our mug. Ee roju mug aipoindi. We have completed. Good news is mug aipoindi. I'm giving you time of 2 seconds. Once you can check everything related with mug, then we will move further. Once you can check all the cases of mug. Subhashini Joy is now coming and saying good morning, sir. Morning happened. So much time I'm teaching you. From night only I'm teaching. That morning happened. People started saying good morning. Wow. I did not realize. I started last night. Now morning happened. No secret. Okay. Sorry. एक बार देख लो भाई. We'll move further. If everything is okay in mug, you can say done. Sir, we'll start with our next part. And Meghna saying done, Ashwarya saying done, Pranita saying done, Navya saying done, everyone is saying done, done. So let's start with our next part. You can write graphs. We'll have some general discussion about graphs. Entire graphs not possible right now to discuss, but we'll discuss basic core things of the graph. Okay, Durga Devi, at the end of the class you can remind me. Right now, even if you remind, I will forget. Sorry, say, अबे we are. बार एक ही मैसेज बार करेगी तो क्या फायदा? I understood, भाई. At the end, remind me. Yeah. So we'll start with the graph. No problem. थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Superficially, I will not tell. Maybe it will take some time. But I will tell you conceptually, going inside graph, how to deal with the graph. तो एक बार देखो. No problem. Be careful. Yeah. First few points I will tell you just to realize how we relate graph with physics. How we relate graph with different things. So थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Be careful. No problem. Yeah. अच्छा, if you remember in the last classes, थोड़ा ध्यान दो भाई. Otherwise, we can directly write few points, but exactly idea will not come. In the exam, you'll do some mistake. You'll get confused. Whose slope is whose area is whose. So that's why you have to be very clear about the concept. And if you remember, I was saying you previously that velocity is dx by dt. Okay. Acceleration is dv by dt. Okay. We also studied displacement, which is change in position, is integration of velocity with respect to time. We also studied change in velocity. Delta v, which was your v minus u, will be integration of acceleration with respect to time. Did we study this? Have we studied this variable acceleration? All these things we have studied. Have we studied this? Have we studied this? We have studied, sir. What you are saying, sir? We have done question also. 3, 4, 5, 6 question, 10 question we have done. Now, थोड़ा ध्यान देना. This is coming by differentiation. थोड़ा ध्यान देना भाई, थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Conceptually, you'll get idea. This is also coming by differentiation. No problem, sir. Differentiation. Sir, this is coming by integration. Sir, this is coming by integration. And what I told you, graphically differentiation represent what? Slope. Graphically differentiation represent what? Slope. Integration graphically represent what? Area. Integration graphically represent what? Area. That means what? That means slope of displacement time graph or position time graph will represent velocity. Hello. थोड़ा ध्यान दे. People generally remember slope of displacement time graph, velocity, slope of velocity time graph, acceleration. In exam they get confused. So that's why you must have clarity. Why slope of displacement time graph is only velocity? Why slope of velocity time graph is only acceleration? Why area of velocity time graph is only displacement? Why area of acceleration time graph is only change in velocity? Reason is this. Graphically differentiation represents slope. integration represent area. Hello, are you getting idea? Then you can write 4 points which we'll get from here. So that's why we remember that slope of displacement time graph is velocity. Reason now you have. Slope of velocity time graph is because acceleration comes by differentiation. Graphically, differentiation means slope. Displacement comes by integration of velocity with respect to time. And that integration is what graphically, sir? Area. So this is how we relate, and that's why we get 4 important points. These 4 we will convert into points so that you can keep directly in your mind. Yeah. Whenever you get confusion comes, because we also teach a student, we have seen sometimes a student says slope of this is that, they will get confused. So for you, if you know the basic concept, now no any confusion will be there. So finally you can write conclusion point which we have. From here only you can write. Okay. No problem. Durga Devi. You can write point. You can write CBI points. These points will be used in graph. CBI points. I think CBI everyone knows. Full form of CBI. I always use in my class CBI points. Chala baga important. Okay. And you can write first point. You can write first point. Yeah, offline, online, same bhai. No change. Yeah, okay. Now first point you can write. You can write first point. Slope of, chalo, bahut badhiya. Slope of displacement time graph or position time graph. Slope of displacement time graph or position time graph represents velocity. Slope of displacement time graph or position time graph represents velocity. That's the first point which I have written there. Slope of displacement time graph or position time graph represents velocity. Second point. Now you can write by yourself also. You know the concept. Slope of velocity time graph represents. Slope of velocity time graph represents. Slope of velocity time graph represents acceleration. Slope of velocity time graph represents acceleration. So these are the 2 concepts related with slope. Next, third point. Area under velocity time graph. Area under velocity time graph represents. Area under velocity time graph represents change in position. In bracket, displacement. Change in position have separate name, displacement. Area under velocity time graph represents change in position. In bracket, displacement. Final point, fourth point. Area under acceleration time graph. Area under acceleration time graph represents change in velocity. There is no separate name for change in velocity. Area under acceleration time graph represents change in velocity. Is it okay? All these 4 points clear? Anytime any confusion will come, can you strike which slope is whom, which area is whom? Kar loge bhai? Is it okay? Because you are actually confused. Actually, students are confused sometimes. Yeah. So slope of displacement time graph will give velocity, sir, because velocity comes by differentiation of position with respect to time. Differentiation graphically means slope. So that's why slope of position time graph, displacement time graph will be velocity. So slope of velocity time graph will be acceleration, because acceleration comes by differentiation. Differentiation graphically means slope. When we integrate velocity, we get displacement, sir. Integration graphically means area. When we integrate acceleration, we get change in velocity. Graphical integration means area. So this is how we have talked about. No problem, no problem. Slowly we'll move. Slowly I'll inject the concept in your brain. Fastly we cannot go. Yeah, okay, no problem. Yeah. अच्छा, what is general idea of slope? General idea of slope means, एक बार देख लो भाई, एक बार देख लो. No problem, we understood, sir. Slope of displacement time graph, velocity. Slope of velocity time graph, acceleration. But how to calculate slope? What is the general idea of slope? So general idea of slope I have also told you at that time during basic maths. Now also I can tell. So whenever you have any graph, for example, I have a graph like this. This is the graph that I have. Now this graph is making some angle with x-axis. This graph is making some angle with x-axis. Y by x we can say, or we can say more specific. Yeah. Whenever we have any graph, that graph cuts the x-axis. When it cuts the x-axis, with x-axis it makes some angle. When you calculate tan theta of that angle, that is known as slope of the graph. So slope will be tan theta. Very basic idea I'm giving you right now. So slope of the graph will be, because slope will be required, because first 2 points are related with slope. So you must have basic idea about slope. Slope means tan theta, no problem. Theta is the angle. That is y by x. Tan theta will be opposite by adjacent. Opposite will be y. Adjacent will be x. So someone said y-axis by x-axis. That's also correct, Sudeshna. No problem. Yeah. Second will be the area. Area, whenever you have to calculate area, means velocity time graph given, someone asks you displacement, so you have to calculate area of velocity time graph. Acceleration time graph given, someone asks you find change in velocity, you have to calculate area, and area you will be calculating depending on the graph. And for that, you must know area of some basic structure, because sometimes your graph will be in the form of triangle. What is the area of triangle? Bhai, I think everyone knows. Sometimes your graph will be in the form of square. Sometimes your graph will be, I think you know, just I'm giving you basic idea very fastly. Sometimes your graph will be rectangle. Area of triangle, I think everyone knows. Jaldi bata do bhai. Sir, half into base into height. Idi base, idi height. Sir, area of a square, if side length of a square is L, area of a square will come L square. No problem. Not A cube, bhai. A square. Now volume will come A cube. Yeah. L side length L, so L square. If you have a rectangle whose length L, breadth B, so its area will come length into breadth. Everyone has idea, just I'm giving basic idea so that we can start with some questions. Without basic, I cannot move further. Achha, if you have any figure like this, then third possible, yeah. This is first area, second area, third area, fourth area sometimes comes like this. What is this area? How will you calculate this area? Trapezium. This is trapezium. So if you remember formula for area of trapezium, that also you can calculate, or some people feel comfort. There are multiple ways to calculate area of trapezium. I will tell you whatever you feel you can do, no problem. Fastest way is to remember area of trapezium. Area of trapezium is half into 2. In trapezium you always have two parallel sides. So if this parallel side has length A, this parallel side has length B. These two sides are parallel. So area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel side, that is A plus B, into difference, that is into height of the trapezium, that is H. This is one way to find area of trapezium. Or some people feel comfort, sir, I will divide this trapezium into three parts: triangle, rectangle, triangle, and separately I will calculate three area. When I will add, then also you can get same answer will come. Hello bhai. My advice now directly, because that takes time. Actually, by dividing into two, triangle, rectangle, it takes time. It takes time. Every time you have to see base, height, you have to, it takes time. Better directly use area of trapezium. Directly use karo. Half into sum of parallel sides into height. Otherwise, if you are comfortable in that, that is also fine. If you are comfortable with dividing into triangle, rectangle, then again triangle, that's fine, no problem. Now one more thing will come. Thoda dhyan do. Okay sir, we are getting idea. Sinusoidal graph will not come here, bhai. Durga Devi, don't worry, here it will not come. When it will come, there you will learn. Then you have to integrate to find the area. That will not come here, no problem, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now sometimes what will happen, thoda dhyan do, one more last point here, then we'll start with some questions. Ek bar aur dekho, no problem. Yeah, sir, we understood triangle area up into where slope means tan theta, area of triangle up into where square, side square, length into where rectangle, trapezium will divide into triangle, rectangle, or directly we'll use the formula. But sometimes if your graph is like this, then some part of the graph is above x-axis, some part of the graph is below x-axis, then some part of the graph is above x-axis, some part is below x-axis, then again you want to calculate area. How will you calculate? Jaldi se bol do bhai. Always remember, this is what will be used everywhere in physics. Everywhere in physics. So dhyan do, the point which I am going to tell you right now is not only related with this. Entire physics. And so always remember, entire physics. Area above x-axis, whatever the area comes above x-axis, whatever the area comes above x-axis, that area will be always positive. This area above x-axis area, this area will be positive. Below x-axis, for example, this area is A1. So this area we will take A1, no problem. And the area below x-axis, entire physics, this will happen. Whether you have current electricity, whether you have EMI, whether you have work power energy chapter, whether you have rotational, everywhere. Area above x-axis will be positive and area below x-axis will be negative. That will come minus A2. So total area will become A1 plus of minus A2. Now thoda dhyan do. That means if anyone gives you, for example, if this graph is velocity time graph, if anyone give you velocity time graph and he asks you displacement, the displacement will become A1 plus of minus A2. But if anyone asks you distance is the only exception. For distance, all areas will be positive. Hello. For otherwise, entire physics, for every other quantity, area above x-axis positive, area below x-axis negative, but for distance, all areas will, because distance is the length of path. Path length cannot be negative. So that's why for distance, all areas will be positive. For distance, all area. So distance will come A1. Maybe this area will come negative, but for distance, you'll write A1 plus A2. This is the exception. All areas will be positive. For distance, all area is positive, because distance can never be negative. In physics, every quantity has positive value also, negative value also, whether it is scalar or vector. But distance is only the quantity whose value will be always positive. So all areas will be positive. Is it okay, bhai? Ye samajh mein aaya kya? Is it okay? Is it okay? एक बार आई एम गिविंग यू टाइम ऑफ 2 सेकेंड, एक बार देख लो, एक बार सी ऑल दिस थिंग, देन वील डू 3-4 क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम हियर. If everything is okay, you can say done, sir. So slope of position time graph will give you velocity. Slope of velocity time graph will give you acceleration. Area under velocity time graph will give you displacement or change in position. Area under acceleration time graph will give you change in velocity. Final velocity minus initial velocity means everyone has done. So let's start with some question. We'll start with easy question only. You can write. You write. Position time graph. Position time graph for two particles. Position time graph for two particles is given. Position time graph for two particles A and B is given. Neat question only. For two particles A and B is given. Position time graph for two particles A and B is given. This is for A, this is for B. Find VA by VB. You have to find ratio of their velocity. Need 2024 question. Maybe data I am giving little different. Find VA by VB. Find VA by VB. Position time graph of two particles A and B is given. Find VA by VB. So you already know position time graph given, velocity they are asking. So velocity will be slope, sir. I think you should not take time. Sir, velocity you are given me position time graph. You are asking about velocity. So velocity means sir slope. Slope means tan theta. Then we can get प्रणीता है सेट करेक्ट आंसर. तनुज कुमार वेरी गुड. सुदेशना वेरी गुड. फटाफट भाई जल्दी से बता दो. आई थिंक एवरीवन विल गेट. वीए विल कम सर. क्या है सर? वी अंडरस्टूड. यू हैव गिवन मी पोजीशन टाइम ग्राफ. यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट वेलोसिटी ना. सो हाउ वेलोसिटी इज रिलेटेड विद पोजीशन टाइम ग्राफ? सो वेलोसिटी इज द स्लोप ऑफ पोजीशन टाइम ग्राफ. व्हाट इज स्लोप सर? tan थीटा. सो वीए विल बिकम सर tan थीटा ए. वीवी विल बिकम tan थीटा बी. हो गया. tan थीटा ए 30. Angle for A is 30 degree. So this will be tan 30. Angle for B is 60 degree. So tan 60. Now tan 30 you already know 1 by root 3. Tan 60 you already know root 3. So VA by VB will come 1 by 3. No problem यार. Same question can be framed. एक और question फटाफट बना लो. Just I'm giving you basic idea of slope. Basic question based on slope यार. एक और question बना लो फटाफट भाई. Now I'm giving you velocity time graph for two particles again, x and y. For x angle 45, for y angle 30. You have to tell me ax by ay. Same model. Now velocity time graph given, so acceleration asking, so acceleration will be slope. Slope means tan theta. तो फटाफट बना लो. फटाफट. हाँ रूट थी. क्या है सर? क्या है? बच्चों वाले क्वेश्चन है सर. सो x विल बिकम tan थीटा ऑफ x. सो व्हाट इज थीटा ऑफ x? 45 by ay means tan theta of y, that is tan 30. Now tan 45 we know 1, tan 30 we know 1 by root 3. So answer will come root 3 is to 1 or root 3 by 1. You can do next question. Come on. एक और क्वेश्चन फटाफट बना लो. You write. You can write. Again JEE means question. Easy only. No problem. Yeah. You can write. For a particle moving along x-axis. Next question. For a particle moving along x-axis. For a particle moving along x-axis, velocity time graph is given. For a particle moving along x-axis, velocity time graph is given. For a particle moving along x-axis, velocity time graph is given. Find ratio of its total distance. Find ratio of its total distance and displacement. Find the ratio of its total distance and displacement. I'm using some technology to get the graph just for show. Yeah. Find the ratio of its total distance and displacement. And I'm not giving you LKG question because NEET will also not give you LKG question. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. This is the time axis. All these values are in second. And this is your velocity axis. This is given as 20 meter per second. This data is also given minus 20 meter per second. Now you are free to calculate area by any way. Okay. Distance by displacement was asked, Tanuj Kumar. 5 by 3. Pranita is saying 3:2. I think 5 by 3 will come. Distance 5 by 3 will come. Distance 100 will come. And displacement will come 80 plus of minus 20. That is 60. 5 by 3. Meghna, correct, yeah. Okay, Tanuj Kumar, no problem. I understood you have given correct answer. Yogi Vardhan, very good. Meghna, very good. Akshaya, very good. Durga Devi, very good. Pranita, Anjam, एक बार check करो ना. How answer came 3:2. Ashwarya, very good. 5:3 will come. What's big deal, sir? 5 by 3. 5 by 3 is coming. I think everyone is getting. No problem. Easy question only. No problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. Yeah. So first thing, first thing we will calculate, sir. First thing, whether distance is asked or displacement is asked, we have to calculate the area. So two areas are appearing between V and T, sir. That is one above area, one below area. So first mark those area. Now find this area, sir. Trapezium directly formula you can use. So otherwise breaking into three parts actually takes time in the exam. That's why I told you direct formula for area of trapezium. So half into sum of parallel side. So this is one parallel side. This is another parallel side. So one parallel side is from 2 to 4. So this parallel side is 2. This parallel side is from 0 to 6. So it's 6. So half into sum of parallel sides into height. Height will be 20. So this will give you ultimately, it will give you 80. Above area coming 80, sir. Below area is a triangle. So half into base. Now its base is not 8. This is a very common mistake. Students see here 8 and write the base 8. No, base start from 6 goes to 8. So base length is only 2. Starting 6 ending 8. So base length is only 2 into height. Height is minus 20. That's why I said you area below x-axis will come negative. You can check. So this will give you, sir, minus 20. Now, if anyone asks me distance means whatever the area comes for distance, every area is positive. So 80 plus 20. For displacement above x-axis positive, below x-axis negative, which already came 80 plus of minus 20. So I think everyone got 100 by 60. That will come 5 by 3. Is it okay, bhai? Okay, no problem, Pranita. Is it okay? I'm giving you time of 2 seconds. एक बार फिर से check करो. Check all the things that we have studied in graph. Now slowly we'll move further. Next questions will come. Now don't worry. Now we'll move further towards one concept. Achha, here one very common mistake is there. Achha, here if anyone asks you find average speed, then because sometimes graph is given and they ask find average speed. One more question just came in my mind. Sometimes they can ask you find the average. They will not ask you distance displacement. They will give you this graph, and from the graph they will ask you find the average speed. So average speed, you already know total distance 100 by total time. That is 8. If they ask you average velocity, this is also asked by find average. They will give you graph. Student think only area gives displacement, distance. How to find average? You can find. Because because with the help of graph, you are getting displacement also, distance also, time is already there. So from there we can find average speed, total distance by total time. We can find average velocity, total displacement by total time. So these are also things which are asked. We can calculate. They have asked all these things. Yeah. So sometimes they ask, thoda dhyan do. You have to be careful because sometimes they play trick in the exam. They will give you entire graph, but they will ask you find the displacement of the particle in 6 seconds. What happens? Students see velocity time graph. They don't even read the question. Directly they calculate area. No, bhai. If they ask for total time of 8 seconds, that's why in the beginning I mentioned for total time. If they ask you for 6 seconds, in 6 seconds, then calculate area only up to 6 seconds. If they ask you for 4 seconds, find the distance and displacement in 4 seconds, find area only up to 4 seconds. Find the distance displacement from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. Then only calculate. Are you getting these points? Chinna things which confuses, which people have made mistake in JEE Mains. People have made mistake. They gave entire graph but they asked for some time only. People calculate entire area. First option matched. So be careful. You have to be watchful. Nowadays paper you have to be watchful. No problem. So you have to be extra careful. No problem. Yeah. Now we are going to move further. So till now I was giving you basic idea about slope. Now thoda dhyan do, be careful, no problem. Be focused, no problem. Yeah. Till now I told you slope of which graph represent what, how to calculate slope, sir, area of which graph represent what, how to calculate area, everything I told. Now we are going to move little further. And we are going to talk about slopes. We are going to talk about different types of slopes. You can write types of slopes. This is the main part of the graph where people struggle. You can write types of slopes. Because here I very smartly, I have only given you straight line. But you know, graph will be not only straight line. Graph can be like this also, graph can be like this also, graph can be like this also, graph can be like this also. Then how to deal with all the possible graph? You can write types of slopes. Types of slopes. Types of slopes. And एक बार देखो, I am going to talk about those type of slopes which will come here, which will be used in this part of physics. So we'll talk about different types of slopes. So थोड़ा ध्यान देना. No problem. Be careful. Yeah. Can you guess what are the different possible types of slopes we can have? What are the different possible types of slopes we can have? Because all of you have studied, some idea you have. जल्दी बोल दो भाई. Infinity. Infinity not required. Actually, we cannot have velocity infinite, acceleration infinite. अरे स्लोप इज अ क्वांटिटी ना. अरे हे भोलेनाथ क्या कर रहे, कोई आंसर. नॉट मेनी पॉसिबल, एक्चुअली 3 ओनली पॉसिबल. थोड़ा ध्यान दे, थोड़ा ध्यान दे. व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल, स्लोप इज अ क्वांटिटी ना. स्लोप इज अ क्वांटिटी ना. Every those are graphs by rectangular, hyperbola. They are graph. I'm not talking about graph. I'm talking about slope of graph. We nothing have to do with graph. We have to deal with slope of graph. थोड़ा ध्यान दे, focus कर. Leave that keypad and यहाँ ध्यान दो. What I'm trying to tell. थोड़ा focus करो. Slope is a quantity ना. Every quantity can be of 3 types only. Either it is constant, or it is variable. 2 types only. Either it is constant or variable. Now variable will be of 2 types. Either that quantity variable means either it will be increasing or it will be decreasing. Constant can be of 3 types. Either it will be 0 or positive or negative. Infinite also, but infinite we don't require here. Actually infinite is physically, practically not possible. So थोड़ा ध्यान दो what I'm trying to tell. Sir, slope means a quantity. Every quantity can be of 2 types. Either it will be constant or variable. So actually we have 2 types of slopes only. One is constant slope, one is variable slope. Now constant slope can be of 3 types: 0, positive, negative. Variable slope can be of 2 types: increasing or decreasing. So these are the 5 types of slopes which we are going to talk. तो थोड़ा ध्यान देना. Be careful. No problem. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And how to know? Okay. एक बार यहां ध्यान दे भाई, पहले यहां ध्यान दे. बीच में इतना इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट चल रहा है, कौन सा क्वेश्चन पूछा, यहां ध्यान दो. नो प्रॉब्लम. So always remember, actually everything, wherever you talk about velocity, time graph, acceleration required, area, everyone knows how to calculate. Problem is not with area, problem is with slope. Problems are velocity, time graph given, area will give displacement. Triangle, square, everyone knows. Acceleration, time graph given, area will give change in velocity. Everyone knows how to find area. Problems come with slope. So slope you have to be extra careful. तो एक बार देख लो. No problem. Yeah. Always remember, measure we have 5 types of slope. 2 types. Those 2 types are subdivided into 5 parts. First type of slope. एक बार ध्यान देना. You will tell. If my graph is like this, y-axis, x-axis, what is this slope? What is this slope? जल्दी करो भाई. What is this slope? Slope of this graph is 0. Constant. You can say constant. That constant value will be 0. Because if you check this graph, this graph is parallel to the x-axis now. This graph is parallel to the x-axis now. Means how much angle it is making with x-axis? 0 degree. Slope means tan theta, theta 0. Means whenever your graph is parallel to the x-axis, slope of the graph will be 0. Whenever any graph is parallel to the x-axis, its slope will be 0. Second possible graph will come. Second and third I will write directly. You will tell, because you have some idea. Tell me about slope here. Constant or variable or positive or negative. अरे y by x क्यों बोल रहे, पागल वागल हो गए भाई. LKG में वापस से पहुंच जा रहे. y किसको नहीं पता है स्लोप y by x. Not positive and constant. Negative and constant. This is what will be used here. Your velocity will come positive and constant. Velocity will come negative and constant. So you cannot say only constant, only positive, only. एक बार देख यहाँ पे, ध्यान दे यहाँ पे. Here if you check, if your graph is this is the graph. If you check the graph here, if you check the angle with x-axis, this angle is theta. And not only here, for every value of x, if you check theta, you'll get same theta. Hello, bhai. Since your graph is a straight line, so everywhere your theta will come same. So that's why here I will say, sir, theta is constant. That theta is less than 90 degree, acute angle. That means here slope will be tan theta. Since theta constant, slope will be constant, and theta is less than 90. In first quadrant, tan will be positive. So this slope will be positive. So we'll say positive constant slope. Positive constant slope. Similarly, if you check here, you can check theta. Anywhere you can check theta. Anywhere you can shift your x-axis. Everywhere your graph will make same angle theta. That means here also, sir, our theta is constant. But now that theta is more than 90, means slope will be tan theta. Now theta constant, slope constant. But theta more than 90 degree means second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan will be negative. So you'll get constant slope. That constant slope will be negative. Hello, bhai. These are three constant slopes. 0, constant positive, constant negative. Is it okay, bhai? कुछ समझे क्या? Because only by saying constant our work will not be done. Options they will put constant and negative. Velocity is from the graph, comment on the velocity, constant and positive, constant and negative. So exact idea you must have. No problem. Yeah. So these are the three. So always keep in mind your straight line will always give you constant slope. Straight line. That's why for straight line when you write the equation you use slope. Y equal to mx plus c. When you write the equation of straight line you use the slope, because slope of straight line is always constant. Maybe constant will be 0, maybe positive, maybe negative. So for a straight line your slope will be always constant. Yeah. No problem. Of course, by Durga Devi, constant means it's not variable. It's theorem in Telugu. Yeah. Fourth one. एक बार देखो भाई, you will tell, if my graph is like this, can you comment on the slope now? Can you tell me about the slope? If the graph is like this, can you tell me about the slope? Is it now also constant? Increase. Now you can check. This is what I told. Now slope will not be constant. Now if you check at every point, here if you check, you can check your theta is now increasing. You can check the graph. Everywhere you can draw the tangent. If you check the graph, now you'll say, sir, theta is increasing. Theta is increasing means tan theta will be increasing. Tan theta will be increasing means slope will be increasing. So this is the example of increasing slope. If your graph is curving like this, means it will be an increasing slope. Slope will be increasing. All these things we'll use in the next class. Yeah. Fifth one. Can you comment on the slope? You cannot comment. You have to just use the method. Now here also if you check everywhere, थोड़ा check करना पड़ेगा भाई. Check करना पड़ेगा भैया. Theta देख. Theta is decreasing. Means tan theta is decreasing. Means slope is decreasing. Tomorrow if the slope represent velocity will decrease. If slope will represent acceleration will decrease. Is it okay, bhai? So these are the 5 basic types of slopes that we have in physics, which will be used here. Is it okay? And we will learn in our next class how to use these slopes. So syllabus is not complete graph. We have this part. Is it okay, bhai? So this is how we have talked about more situations from here. We will talk in our next class. Next class, we will learn how to use this in different types of graph. So Durga Devi was asking number. Okay, Durga Devi. Only WhatsApp you can do. And don't expect instantaneous reply. But I will reply. So this is how we have talked about more situations from here. We will talk in our next class. For today we will end here only. Tata, bye bye. अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो भाई. बहुत competition is increasing day by day. You have checked last year paper was this year paper was tough, but still so many people are getting more than 650 marks. So you can realize what's the competition going on. So according to competition, you have to frame yourself also, because you have to compete with those people also. So work hard, start, do your best hard work during this coming 9 months, just matter of 9 months, go to medical college, then chill. In life, chilling is important, but must be done at proper time and proper place. Proper time is selected after selection. Proper place is your medical college. Tata, bye 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 bye. Ha. Not total graph. We have basic idea of graph only. Tata, bye bye. Take care. अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो भाई. Bye bye bye. Come on. Yeah. Bye.
ఇప్పుడే విన్నావు కదా మాట